Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths, you never need to worry about a narcissist that moves on quickly. All they're trying to do is cover their wounds, right? That is basically what they are trying to do. They are trying to cover their wounds, okay? But before I get into that, I've launched a new free community forum on the membership website. It's open for everyone to use to build, expand, and connect to fellow survivors. I'm looking at the longevity of the forum, as I should have created one when I first launched the membership website. I'm also running one-to-one sessions. If you want a tailor-made advice and me to shed some light on your issues, you can always reach out. The Empaths group meeting is coming up on the 28th, and there is a new WhatsApp group and Telegram group for survivors to stay in touch. Lastly, if you want crisis email support and a plan of action, the links for all I've mentioned are in the description box below. Thank you. Look, the narcissist, right, will move on quickly. It's what they do. They're going to move on quickly. Of course they're going to move on quickly. They're not like empaths. Empaths introspect. Empaths reflect. Empaths heal. Empaths cleanse themselves spiritually, emotionally, physically. They cleanse themselves before they embark on a new quest in a new relationship. Empaths will do that, right? You've always heard me be an advocate of taking time out and solitude and stuff like that. But realistically, everyone heals at different rates, right? In the narcissistic community. And there's no exact timeline or exact science behind how long you need to take. But if you put the work in and you reach the point of indifference, you're not just rushing a new relationship for revenge. You're not just trying to cover the wounds like the narcissist, right? Then, when you do embrace a new relationship as an empath and a chosen one, it will be, fulfilling. It will be a fulfilling relationship, right? But these narcissists that are involved in your life, they're hurt, regardless if you're even the one discarded, reverse discarded, right? Or, you cut them off because they become too toxic. They need supply. They're desperate for supply. They are desperate creatures for supply. So they will go and busy themselves up with someone new, start trying to love bomb them and stuff like that. And they do this with other narcissists. That's what I'm saying. They have no foresight. They rush into new situationships with toxic individuals, scumbags, right? Dusty supplies, just as dusty as they are, right? They don't care. They've got no morals, no principles, nothing, right? This is what these narcissists do. They rush on quickly. And you've got to see that in their minds, when they're rushing on quickly, they have an agenda and a motive with you in mind. Part of their whole reason why they orientate themselves in rushing on with a new supply is because you are a prominent force in their minds for the reason for them to propel forward in that fashion, right? You are on their minds heavily. You are weighing on their minds heavily, right? And, they're trying to cover the wound. They're trying to cover the wound and distract themselves. And, there's a saying that goes like, too many lovers in one lifetime isn't good for you, right? There's, whether you look at this from, a religious standpoint, a scientific standpoint, psychological standpoint, being intertwined, even a spiritual standpoint, being intertwined with so many souls, connecting with so many souls, takes its toll on you, and it makes you less, it makes the chance slimmer and slimmer of having a successful relationship, right? There's actually studies that say, you know, people that have only had one partner, right, tend to go on and have successful marriages, right? There's still a divorce rate and a breakup rate, of course, but I'm saying it's more proper. There's more probability, or it's more likely, right, that these people stay together, and that's normal people, right? So I'm not saying you could have had numerous partners. It's 2024. This is the way things go, right? You know, especially with the amount of toxic individuals in your life. There's no point just settling with a toxic individual in your life. It's not 100 years ago when people used to stay together, or even 50 to 80 years ago when people used to stay together and support each other and have morals and principles, you know, like your grandparents or even your parents. You know, that's the way things used to work. But these days, people is all fast paced. They're on dating apps. They're rushing around. They're trying to find new suppliers, new partners. Sorry, not suppliers, because that's a narcissistic term. But they're finding new partners. They're in the hustle and bustle of life. They're rushing around with different people. But this has a very negative effect, right? And this has a very negative effect on general human beings, regular human beings, authentic human beings, empaths, chosen ones. So it also has an effect on narcissists. And even more so, it has an effect on narcissists because they have the inability to be able to pair bond efficiently, right? They're able to pair bond to some degree with an empath, right? Because of the potent supply that the empath offers, right? But when they find themselves out in the world, you know, with people they can't trust, with people that are lying to them, with people that are deceiving them as well, you know, they haven't got an authentic, genuine empath in their life, a loyal, loving, caring empath in their life, it's a struggle for them. And that's why, you know, narcissists that are involved in your life, they will never get over you. As much as they try to, you know, cover the wound, you know, that they're feeling, as much as they try to escape that void that they're feeling in their lives through busying themselves up with new suppliers, you know, they never escape it. They'll never lose it, you know? So this is why them orientating themselves in this way in life, you know, going through supplies, you know, trying to hurt people, you know, having an empath in their lives anyway. They're only going to come across one empath in their life and chosen one, you know. They're not going to come across an empath and chosen one. They're just not. Narcissists are not going to come across another empath and chosen one, right? It's not even, not all narcissists come across an empath or chosen one. Remember, empaths and chosen ones are scattered amongst the masses, right? You know how it is. There's plenty of narcissists around you, plenty of toxic individuals. It's you rarely come across another empath, right? You rarely come across another empath. So the same goes for these narcissists, right? That they may start entertaining someone, these narcissists, where they think, you know, they think that this particular individual is possibly an empath or something like that, and then really that individual's wearing a mask, you know. They think that person's an empath, and then they find out that person's wearing a mask as well, and they're both narcissistic twats, right? Both trying to manipulate each other. You know what I'm saying? They're just fucking weirdos, right? So, you know, this is what they run into. They run into a lot of obstacles, a lot of hurt, a lot of betrayal, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and they're going deeper and deeper down in this route, you know, basically trying to cover up the wound from the hurt that they felt from losing you. You know, they have an incredible void in their life. They have an incredible absence in their life. You know, they are suffering without the chosen one, an empath. You used to keep them afloat. You used to keep them. You made them happy to, like, they're miserable as anything, right? But you generally picked up their spirit of whatever fucking is left of their spirit. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever's left of their spirit, you pick them up to some degree, right? That's what I'm trying to emphasize. You pick them up to some degree, right? Whether it is because of, well, it's because of the supply source that you offered. You made them feel empowered. Is that the right word? You made them feel invigorated. Maybe that's a better description. They felt invigorated by being around your presence, right? And they're just not gonna find that. So this style of the way they do things, where they're trying to cover the wound by rushing on with new supplies, if they know that's getting to you, right? If they know you're bothered by that, then they'll fucking go deeper into it, And I'm not saying that because you want them back. I'm saying, like, they'll think they're making the right decision. But if you're able to look beneath the veil and say, like, hang on, about you and the narcissist were together for X amount of time, however long, they very quickly and very rapidly jumped with someone else, monkey branched to a dusty, low-hanging fruit new supply, right? They monkey branched over there. They have the inability to pair bond. There's nothing of substance there. There's nothing of substance there in that relationship. There's just not. There's nothing that you need to be worried or concerned about. There's literally nothing you need to be worried or concerned about when a narcissist monkey branches and goes to new supply. Like I always say now, right? Indifference is the key. Reaching that point of indifference is the key. So you're not fazed by the narcissist. You don't care who they're with. You don't care what they're doing. That's the standpoint that you need to aim towards if you're not there yet already. And once you hit that point, they've lost. If you stay hurt, upset, down in the dumps, they'll feel like they won. Indifference defeats all narcissists. Indifference defeats all narcissists. They have absolutely no power over you when you're in the mind, heart, and soul of indifference. They have absolutely no power over you. So they can keep trying to cover up their wounds, going with another supply, doing whatever the fuck they're doing. It's not going to affect you because you're at the point of indifference. So please, people, don't be fazed by it. This is the nature of the narcissist. They monkey branch. It has no reflection of you. All this has taught you, right, is it says more about them. Someone that's able to just monkey branch to a new supply, cause all drama and chaos in your life when all you did is love and support them. It speaks volumes about what they are. Why do you don't need to be fazed about that. Anyone that does abuse of that kind, like in the narcissist handbook, like anything from the narcissist handbook that narcissists do of abuse, it speaks about them. It doesn't speak about you. It speaks volumes about them. So you don't need to be fazed by it. Whatever they've done, which has resulted in them, discarding you, reverse discarding you, or even becoming so toxic you cut them off. Like, all of their actions, all of what's happened speaks more about them. It doesn't have anything to do with you. All you was doing was being loving, pure, kind, generous, empathetic, loyal, supportive. You was doing all the right things. So why should you be broken spirited or broken hearted when all you was doing was right things, and it just happened to be you done the right things for the wrong person, right? So you're gonna go through a little bit of a grieving process, knowing that you've done the right things for the wrong person. But like I said, aim for ascension, aim for indifference, and indifference is the key to healing. It's honestly the key to healing. So, anyway, thank you for watching today. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, it's only if you want to. You don't have to donate or support to the channel. I'm just saying if you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. Like I mentioned in the earlier segment about the new free community forum, the links for everything are in the description box. So it's one-to-one sessions, the empath group meeting, crisis email support, you know, all of the links are in the description box if any of that interests you. And I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.